Hey, what's good, Authentics? Welcome to the year 2024, man. The year 2024. I almost said yet another episode, but yeah, welcome to, compliments to the new year and welcome to 2024. I feel like this is going to be like a year where we are truly going to find out who we are and what we are made of. And when I say that, I don't take it lightly that COVID has been one of the things that had to show us the hard way what we are truly made of. But I feel like 2024 will also just give us that opportunity to showcase that ability. But yeah, I'm your host, Pac-Man, Mr. 95, Intambo Yomtlakasi, Waitin Tuzo Chokega, and I'm reporting live from the People's Journal, where authentic stories are told by real people. And I think that was very much important to mention the People's Journal because a lot of you know my face through the People's Journal, and I just happen to be the driver and the People's Journal just happens to be their vehicle. So shout outs to all of you who are going to take time and just listen or watch this. But I just wanted to take this opportunity since Skala Lonyaga Vele, to start with everyone on the same page. But I just want to first start by saying shout outs to everybody that really showed love last year, 2023. Our hardcore community that fought the struggle with us. I know we hadn't been or azange sibe consistent the way besifuna ukuthi sibe consistent ngakhona. But you guys still said, you know what, we're going to still subscribe, we will stay, we want to, unsubscribe from the channel. And on the listening platforms, you guys also just showed up, and you encouraged us so much to say 2024 we want more because we love what you guys do, and that's the reason why I'm sitting here right now to say thank you so much for believing so much Giti and really taking in the message and the content that we are creating, and sharing with you guys and taking it in and saying, you know what, we're not only just going to take it in, but we're also going to spread it and share it with other people. We appreciate that. And it really does resonate with us, and it confirms the fact that we are really in a space of authentic beings, authentic energy and just Patreons of art and Patreons of change and Patreons of inspiration. And I just wanted to take, just this little moment to just also reflect on where we really come from, because some of you might just know the yellow and then it's a nice wave and it's a nice vehicle to ride in. But basically what the People's Journal podcast is it's the property of the Weekend Appetite, which is obviously founded by Mr. 925 himself, but it's a lifestyle brand, and the People's Journal just became that advocate, that offspring, that firstborn to be birthed under this parent called the Weekend Appetite, and founded in 2019, in a very crucial time. As soon as the idea was just gave it birth to, COVID happened, and I think the story is then history. But what we intended to do was, while we were just coming up with this concept of the People's Journal, we obviously looked at what was happening in our surroundings, and obviously I can't deny the fact that it also, for me, was a platform or a channel where I can express, my love for TV, my love for speaking, and my love for building, and the People's Journal just became that vehicle where I can express that side of myself, but also find ways to connect ideas, because this is an idealistic journey. And I realized that there's these pillars of society that are making a huge difference in society, and sometimes they are overlooked, because we focus more on the crime scenes of things. We focus more on the things that are more negative than the things that are positive. And one of those pillars for me was the local entrepreneurs that were running the economy of Ilokshini, Kasi, where we come from, And I was like, man, I feel like there's an in-depth story from those local entrepreneurs, and it just reminded me of like how far we have come as a people and how we've managed to survive certain circumstances based on the fact that as black people ababuye kasi, that entrepreneurship was always embedded in us. And I was like, yo man, just thinking about the Zulu take shops, just thinking about how Mankule Dladleni we were able to sell ama ice pop, Itulul, Nan, just to survive, and just looking these young people that are now out there in the streets that we call street vendors, Sbathola Guma Chicken Dust, what they have created and the type of influence that they have in this culture and our society. They might be grooming without them knowing what they're actually grooming. And I was like, man, if we could just afford those people a platform to share their stories, to share their stories so that someone who has an excuse can realize, they're not alone in whatever that they are going through, but they can also change and be sparked and realize that they can do something about their lives as well. If this person can wake up every day, ahamba yothenga isibindi, ahamba yothenga chicken dust, ahamba yothenga isamanqina, azama ukuyodeliver lela phepha, and that story for someone who's misele ngokuchange impilo yakhe can become, the bread, can become the butter to get them through, And I also looked at Abu Prajo, the people who are doing the most in society but don't even ask for a penny from society, And I realized, I was like, yo, if we could let those people also speak their journey, we could learn a couple of few things about being compassionate in our society, about realizing that we shouldn't be destroying our communities but building our communities, And then obviously I couldn't leave out the artists themselves, because those are also like a huge pillar of our society, and they are overlooked because most of the time these are the people that get us through when we are in our darkest moment. These are the people that gain courage to speak our truth when we don't have any words, to articulate that truth, And at the end of the day, also, these are the people that really, really, really inspire us to look forward into a tomorrow, And these are the people that really, really, really run the society. I mean, like, a lot of young people are out there, they are artists, they are musicians, but most of the time we do not even understand what they are trying to do, and we do not even afford them that opportunity, that grace, to become their best and fully selves. So the People's Journal then was like, okay, you know what, this, because it started off as just an inspiration from ukbhala these thoughts into them translating into, why not, instead of it becoming a personal journal, why not just become a public journal, that people can have access to, that people can find tools to build themselves up from just watching the content or from just engaging with the content. And that's basically what's been happening, and we've been fortunate enough along the journey to come across guests that are willing to come on the platform and share their experience and share their journey. We've been, blessed enough to have people that say, yo, I have a spot for you to host these artists, and that's the speaker box session. And we've been fortunate enough, to have people that say, yo, I can come through and I can shoot for you, and I can also build with you, and shout outs to those people, shout outs to those brands, if I may mention them, your Fire Towns, shout outs for you guys, for believing in us when no one else is looking, and you guys are seeing what we are trying to do. Shout out, for just being ahead of your time. Shout outs to M22, Entertainment, for believing on us and saying, yo guys, I hear that you guys are just on audio, but I think if you could be visible so that the eyes can witness, or people can see you, it would make a huge difference, and it will expand or magnify your impact, and believing in us and saying we're gonna do it either way, whether we do it through a camera of like having an actual camera, or we just doing it through, you know, whatever we have, our phones, you know, and just as long as we can make sure with, you know, where it is born and where it is out there, and people are able to reach and engage, you know, with this energy and synergy that we are trying to put out in the world, then fuck it, let's do it. And we appreciate, you know, those gestures. We appreciate, you know, those efforts. They do not go to vain. You know, if anything, I think I always pray with, you know, let these, you know, collaborations, these, you know, partnerships, these, you know, friendship, relationships, let them, when those efforts, you know, hit the ground, let them hit, you know, a solid ground, you know, that can, you know, grow, you know, something, a fertile ground that can actually grow, you know, beneficial, you know, outcomes, you know. So I really appreciate that. But yeah, there's a lot coming, man. I'm excited. And as long as sisase sonke, I promise, you know, as long as sisa build a sonke, I feel like for me, it's a process, it's a journey, you know. Kancane kancane we'll get where we need to get to, but we appreciate the fact that you guys are not giving up on us. To our guests and to our upcoming guests who are coming through, we also appreciate you. And it has also been like a blessing to hear also the feedback, what the platform has been able to do also for other people. So we hope with Nani, when you engage with us, you know, the platform can be able to offer you something, you know, in return, in whatever endeavor that you guys are involved or engaged in. But yeah, with that said, man, we are on those platforms. YouTube, you know, we're still new babies out there, but you know, we trust that you guys will grow with us. Sisakasa, you know, till Scissors Pagam, till we are able to skula mazinho and stand for ourselves. We pray and we promise with, you know, we'll also try our best to make sure with, you know what, you guys are never disappointed. And obviously we appreciate your gratitude, we appreciate your grace, we appreciate your data and your patience, you know. But yeah, tell a friend to subscribe so that Sizokula, and you know, create more content that's out of, you know, our comfort zone, that's out of this world, that's impactful. And yeah, we are also there on Spotify. You can also find us there. If umuntu othanda ukumamela, catch us mawuseteksini, when you're hitting the gym, when you're in your car and you don't have nothing to play. But yeah, mawuzichileksele, uzirelaxele, ufuna nje ukuba uplifted, we have these authentic stories for you. Expect a lot of merchandise as well that's coming out quite soon. I'll let you know. Yeah, our platform also, the speaker box session, we're doing it again. The community of hip-hop, the community, you know, of just pop culture, you know, coming together and, you know, expressing themselves the best way they know how, which is through the art or the platform. But yeah, man, a lot of big things that are still coming. With that said, man, I can't wait to catch you on the next episode that's coming soon. I'm your boy, Opakman, Mr. 925, in Tamim Tlakasi. Wait, do the choke gang. We out, baby.